Good evening, and welcome back to some Stationeers. I want a real quick check and make sure that I am using the correct. Yeah, okay, that's the correct link. All right. Notice I got some network drop, but notice I've had that problem with Twitch lately. Anyway, tonight my plans are to make sure that I'm not pulling up an autosave. There we go. Okay. I want to start with the furnace ordering system tonight. I've got a couple of things I'm wanting to attend to first. Like I want to put another battery into the solar array, because I notice I'm running out of power overnight with the extra draw, and I think I might have enough solar to provide power. But yeah, so we're gonna this I think I pulled out of the pollutant deal. So I want to deal with a couple of loose ends before we get into
Power low.
the other deal. So I've got battery for solar and wind turbines and batteries. You know what? Doesn't matter, we can just do that. This one doesn't matter. So if I'm going to do that, I think I'm actually going to take one of these. I don't need that. Hey! Back-to-back ads. Well, thanks for the sub there. That should get rid of it. Play WoW. Yeah, I plan to do that Friday. And I think Saturday. Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow they're supposed to be releasing the TBC stuff on the anniversary server, so I don't know if I'll actually be able to get to it. I'm brain fart here. Wait a minute. That was an actual, for real, not just a Prime sub. So thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. Boy, it's hot. Oh, I know why that's hot. It's because I got this to get disconnected yet. Well, that's not much cooler. Okay, so many things. So battery for solar, wind turbines, and there's that's what I was doing. I was going outside out here. Outside out here. Let's turn on the AC. Open that up. Goes back to back. There we go. So, good. One of those is already dead. Perfect. So if I shut you off, we aren't going to have a problem here. Think you're the first angle grinder. I think you're iron sheets. Oh, steel sheets. Okay, I can deal with that. Finally is done. Welcome back. Okay. Let's flip this around. Drop this. Of course, that's backwards, isn't it? Actually, that's the output, isn't it? That's the output. Let's do it this way. Oh, perfect drop-in replacement, I think. Drop-in replacement. I love that. Oh, steel sheets first. Steel sheets. Okay, screwdriver and 2 electronic parts. And we're ready to kick it on. It's on the front. It's on the front. Oh, good. That is direct replacement. Ah! That'll give me more storage. So I should have fewer problems running out of power overnight. Said the plan for today was to, and I answered. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, so that's my first item on the list, which means I do need to throw some coal or something at that. But I can check that off the list. And then I want to hook up the wind turbines and have a little bit more base load or for the storm system anyway. But oh, so you were actually away when I thanked you for the sub. I do very much appreciate that. Oh, the creaking pipes will always get me. Yeah, that's a good thing about the subscription stuff. Get away from the ads. If only that worked in WoW. Oh, wait a minute, the wrong type of ads. Oh, I think it was a Kit that I guess didn't understand what an ad was. with respect to a patrol coming in and swarming you. That's kind of funny. So insulated tank. Let's put that away. Done with these. That was 2 per, I think. Oh, I have enough for 1, 2. I could. Oh, I need frames. Frames. How are we doing on frames? Okay, good. Frames, steel sheets. Yeah, okay, we can do this. Wind turbines. It's not going to be there. It's going to be here. Oh, looks like I might need to make gold. Oh, still got some. So gold and copper. I need gold and copper. Alright. Well noted. I'll go plot out the new place for the turbines. Okay. Trying to get sucked in there now. Alright, we got... We could... I think we can get away with just plugging it in there. Oh, that one... Might have... You know what? I'll offset them. I will offset them. Yep. Waiting to fall off. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th one is just for feeling good, I guess. So if we pull first, let's pull this out. There. And we can swap these. There we go. That'll work. Four, 5. Okay. Just need these to be frames. Literal frames. Don't need to weld these up, make them airtight. Okay. Should I probably should. level this out a little bit. Okay. Good, 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 good. Alright, and then one little notch in. Okay. There, that's where we're going to put it. Since these have no turbine hooked up to them, they serve no purpose, but at the moment. At the moment. Look like gigantic capacitors in these batteries. Giant capacitors. Which, you know, in a way. I can't see it from the back. There we go. That's good. Just need two more if I'm going to do that. And actually, this will work out pretty well, now that I think about it. This will work. So, output. We will do, was it 1, 2, 1, 2? 2 more. That'll be perfect. And we can tie it in here for the output line. Very good. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to have enough cable. Well, on me. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. I can almost get there. Can almost get there. Might as well kick them on. Gold and copper. Gold and copper. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull these out. There's actually some gold off this way. It's iron. Giant hole in the ground. I feel like I must have cleaned this out pretty good. No ore to be seen. Some lead way down there. Some silicon, coal, copper over here. Copper's one of the things I need, so... Ooh, I didn't bring the bags with me. Okay, well, I won't be digging up too much then. It's actually a pretty big pocket. Okay, kind of bottomed out pretty quick there. Whoa. And more copper. That's more copper. Kappa, kappa. I see you. Haha. I see you, copper. That's definitely all the more I need for copper. Oh, there's some gold way over there. Oh, there's 2 pockets of gold. This, very good. And this kind of gets in with the iron. Yeah, And so I'll accidentally pick up an iron or two, which is not unwelcome. I missed a piece of gold. Oh no. This, I think I need 70 or 105 for the... Oh god. Yee. 70 or 105 for 2 or 3 batteries, if I'm not mistaken, not including what I need for electronic parts and stuff. But this will, it's 150, so this will get me where I need to go. This will definitely get me where I need to go. Okay. Just that one chunk of gold that I missed. Whoa. This is gonna kill me. Trying to get that one chunk of gold is gonna kill me. Whoa. Whoa. Well, there's more gold here. I might as well hit it. I'm here. That's what she said. Oh, dear Lord. On the bright side, I think I can deep mine some gold. Gold and nickel, silver. There's something else I can deep mine as well. Nothing overly useful. Would love to have an iron vein. Okay. That's enough for mining there. So let's turn these off. Pull out this guy. Yeah, tracker. Main base that way. Watch out for the potholes that I dug. Oh, I can see my lighthouse. You wish she said that. Yes, yes. I do wish she said that. Yep. I gotta be careful I don't turn into an Olympic sprinter and smash my face into a rock going down a hill. I've done it. I have done it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, jump. That was actually very good. Do I degas this? Yes, I should degas. Well, I guess I'm gonna go get some charcoal before I do anything else. Okay, don't suck me in, don't kill me. Okay. Oh, my greenhouse is at criticality. So we'll go get some charcoal. I've got a couple filters I can turn off too to help. Got a couple. Woo! I forgot. It's the first time I get to hear that. Every session. Okay. we go. Now. Wait for everything to catch up. Oh. I don't actually have an APC on this thing. Good to know. So I gotta wait for everybody, all the batteries to catch up. Did I really leave that mixer on? Oh. Oh, that's my O2. Never mind. My O2 is not at critical levels, but I am dumping it into the base. There we go. We got power on the airlock over here now. So we can unlock this. Turn the AC off as soon as we get down to about 75 kilopascals.
Temperature high.
50 probably would have been better. 50 would have been better. Okay, so I guess we'll just... okay, that's not hot enough to melt gold or copper, so... There we go. We are off-gassing. We are off-gassing. And we got some O2 in here. That's being filtered out. Pressure is going up. The pollutant... Actually, yeah, I need to pull the pollutant out of here. How much pollutant in the air? Like 100th. 100th of a percentage point. The NOS is pretty nominal too, so I'm going to turn this off and do that. Oh, that. Could be bad if I do that. Let's just go slap you there. Alright. I can throw that code back in there. No, I can't. I gotta throw this in there. There we go. Now. Okay. I'm gonna pull the pollutant out of here. So I just thought the pollutant at these temperatures is actually going to be a problem because it can condense at a high enough pressure. And I don't want to deal with that. Although I could probably set a dial. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. We got our O2. Let's check. 1 megapascal, that's fine. 640 kilopascals, that's fine. That's more than fine. That temperature's not going to be a problem. That's outdoors. Okay, there we go. This will drop the pressure down to about 2.5. Okay, I think everything passed through. It did take the temperature out pretty good. So back. Wherever. Oh yeah, I put it over by the stairs. Fill these up. Take them with me. Okay, I want gold ore. What? Is there somebody that's like turned off? Wait a minute. What's going on? I have nothing in my copper silos. Okay. Is my output silo like what? Huh? Okay. My output silo. I don't necessarily. I will keep this in. You know what? That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. There we go. That's a little bit more better. So when I initialize that code, I have both silos shut. And when I go to check the quantity here, I actually I open that up. So I failed to do so. There you go, that's a little bit better. So copper ore, let's go ahead and get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gold ore, we can do the same. Alright. That's lead, we don't wanna roll that through. Silicon might not be a bad idea to have some of that too. 2. And what's this? Silver ore, uranium ore. I might run some iron. 1, 2, 3. So, and then there we go. Okay. So atmospheres both sides are the same, so. Wow, we're running hot in here. What? What is going on? Why are you hot? You are insane. Okay. What are we doing here? What is going on here? My AC up top is falling off, I guess.
Temperature high.
I mean, you're dumping a little bit of heat, but that's... Is my AC not actually really doing anything? I'll have to go up top and make sure they're actually doing something. Okay, but first things first, we want to make the copper. Oh yeah, look at that. 3 bars there, 2 bars. That gets the iron. Now for the gold. There we go. It'll be gold.
Hunger caution.
Okay, let's go ahead and throw the what we need for that in there, and just want to wait for that process. I want to take a look at this. Make sure these guys are all doing what they're supposed to. Negative 270. Negative 270, negative 270, negative 270. I guess I don't understand 384, 25. I don't feel like these are doing much, what they're supposed to be doing.
Hydration critical.
Because you're going hot, so this should be hotter than this is cooling down. Hotter, cooling down, so the cooling should be down here. And you're cooling, so you're going hotter over here. Yeah, so we're pushing. Maybe I need another stage. Maybe that's what this is saying, or I don't know. This definitely is not keeping up like I would hoped it would. And we're getting into the batteries. Okay, drop you. That was the steel. Now we're gonna have silicon. And then iron. Okay, there's iron. Iron. Okay. Might actually need the AC on in my base here soon. Yeah, we're still toasty, so that's a problem. Okay, we wanted copper, gold for that. Alright. Pull you in because we need you. Yeah, Yeah, you're not cooling very well. Because this pipe is well above where it needs to be. I might have to look at radiative cooling. That's a thought. Alright, we're going to turn off this active vent. Turn you off. We're slowly pulling the pollutant out. Man. It's not going at all like I was hoping it would. Cooling is not catching up. That confuses me. I might have to look and see if there's something goofy with my phase change setup.
Temperature high.
Sure, I'm not cooking my lungs. So for one thing, let's go through and make sure these are all evaporation chambers and I didn't accidentally put a condensation or something in. I don't think I'd be able to. Well, I guess they are probably in the same footprint. What's going on? I mean, I don't really get it. So this is showing a latent 8.4 kilojoules. But the heat exchange is very low. Because okay, well, hang on. Gases. Water. I guess use 273. Let's try taking this down. I wonder if okay, let's see. If I take this down to 10, will that do what I want it to do? Ice, ice, baby. Yes, I do need some ice, ice, baby. For sure. So the pressure's down. I'm a little confused. Pressure's coming down, but it's not. We're just running too hot on this side, I guess. These should be 15.
Hunger critical.
Yeah, it probably should be. I'm gonna run half of these at 15, half of these at 10. So that's supposed to basically control the upper temperature limit. Because 150 degrees Celsius. Well, 150 degrees Celsius is 220 kilopascals. You, on the other hand, you Got a little bit of heat exchange, so this.
Waste tank caution.
Yeah, okay. Let's go eat and drink. Well, oh, they're good. The storm finally coming in. About time. Let's change over our battery here. Eat and drink. Hopefully the greenhouse isn't too warm.
Health low.
Greenhouse is fine. That's good. Oops. Oh, what the heck? So my AC is not doing enough. Custom emote. Yeah, I need to do some of that stuff. Okay. So it tells me my AC system upstairs is not working well enough. Yeah. How's that? Why? It didn't really overload it that much, so. Oh, I guess that's not true. I did overload it quite a bit. I guess I went too far with it. Now I'm having trouble pulling it back. I don't know. Good golly. At least the greenhouse is at a comfortable temperature. That is what is important. Okay. Over here's cool for now. Let's see, this will go with me. Let's print off turbines. We need 5 turbines. Wind turbines. I've got what I need. It's gonna take a while. I don't actually think I have enough heavy cable to finish the installation, though. Actually, sounds like there's a couple things singing over here. Or is it? Oh. I think it's still just the one furnace. Pipe network. There we go. That is empty. Yeah, you're cold. Nobody here's singing. That's good. Okay. Oh, I do have a couple of, whoops. CO2 in greenhouse. Oh, yeah, right. I did shut that off, so that's off. I got the nitrous filter upstairs, pushing air into the cooling system. And that might be part of the problem. Got a battery with me? We can go. Yeah, we can do that real quick. This is not how I wanted today to go. You. Okay, pressure differential. There. 25 megapascals over here. And that might be part of my problems. I might be just injecting... Well, that doesn't even make sense. It's a lot of thermal mass over here. So this should be able to push hard against that. I don't know. I feel like I need more series cooling than anything. Do that. Welder. Hopefully there's enough to make it through here. Cool. Nope. Of course not. Of course not. There is a small battery, though. This small battery will be enough to get through one weld. Trying to jumpstart my base with a AA battery. Wham. I think that was 50%. Turn that on. Okay. Yep, and then the input's going to run down the back side. Yeah. This is the input side. This is the output side. So it runs straight up. Straight up. Okay, that'll work. Is that, oh, it does flex out one. Whoa. Ah, get in there. Whoa. There we go. You. There we go. That'll work. That will work. And we'll just go ahead and flop this one there just because. So I need another stack of heavy cable just to make it work. And then what do these turbines need? Steel sheets and cable coils. I got the cable coils, but I don't have the steel sheets. Yeah, this side of the base is getting pretty toasty. Okay, there's the 5 wind turbines. We need heavy cable. I want a stack of that. Electronics printer. And then frame Steel frames. I want not steel frames, steel sheets. Remember, I gotta hit C, auto lathe. And I've got steel. Go. Since I got so many cables and things, or pipes I should say, pipes are the problem. I'm gonna throw some protection down so I don't accidentally punch a hole in the floor. That'd be bad. There we go. With this storm, that should give me a little bit more cooling. Get in there! Yeah, a little bit more cooling. Wrong button. There we are. Oh, so many things. Throw that on the floor because we don't need it. Cable coils, steel sheets, turbines. Yeah, okay. Heavy cable. Alright, yep, we're almost there. That actually might be enough heavy cable. Storm is here. At least I think the storm is here. Yeah, storm is definitely here. Which would mean that traveling traveling outside will be a little bit dangerous. Am I done with I think I'm done with that for now. Did I? Yeah. Okay, there's steel sheets. Oh, Lord. Into an AC loop. I turned that off. Gold and copper. We got that. Alright, so wind turbines and batteries. We got the batteries all but one hooked up. Battery, large station battery. Let's just print off one of those. That's all we can print off anyway. We'll need two of those. Okay. Do I... hot on this side. I want to take a look and see if this side is actually getting cooler. Looks like it is, and it should because the AC units should be really cranking out the heat. Oh, that is something I want to see though. I just realized. This is going to be fun, but... I have a lot of pressure and volume in that tank. or not that tank, but that this array over here. Yeah, so this is coming down. Now this is going to be a problem, actually. I just realized. When the storm stops, that's actually going to heat up. So 372 is where this is sitting. 345. 324. This should be actually doing some real... You're not actually doing really any more work than you have been. That's... Okay, to be fair, that's like a 10% increase. Okay. Okay, that'll work. Alright. We're at least pushing some power into those batteries. I miscalculate. It's entirely possible. Yeah, I did miscalculate. There should be one more after this. There we go. Do. Okay. More power. More power. Okay. Can't back up because I'm against the Sterling. Alright. Okay. Okay. I think we're fully functional. Alright, let's fall off here without getting too lost. Batteries are right here. Let's see how we're doing. We are... Oh, okay, we are charging them. That's good. Excellent. And then the output. Excellent. Potential is going up very high. I like it. It's kind of interesting, and I'm only... this is a different network, though. This is literally the wind network. Oh, okay, storm over. Yes, storm's over. Wait for the dust to clear. And turn that off. So this is... Okay, they're all plugged into the same network, alright. That works. Okay, good. So, overall, I am using just shy of 16 kilowatts of power. So, we've got 96.9 megawatt hours. Station battery. Is that must be output. So what's really pulling? I bet a big chunk of that's going to be the AC. Wow, okay, there's a few things here that are pulling power. Whatever. Let's take a look at this real quick. So this is probably, yeah, this is gaining heat now. Yeah, okay. So that's making this work much less efficiently. I gotta rethink the cooling system, because it's definitely not enough. Definitely not enough. But that last storm should have helped the cooling system out a little bit. Good lord. Okay. Wind turbines are online, the second bank is, anyway. We're still too warm in here. You're 152, 151. Of course, I'm pushing hard. Ooh, ooh, you actually... Oh, you're doing some major work now. There we go. We are actually doing some work here. Okay. And you're doing some work. Good. You're doing some work. You are not doing any work. Huh. Huh, huh, huh. Okay, I'm a little disturbed by that. The ACs, well, first let's get into a part of the base where I don't have to use my suit. Okay, now AC off for one thing. Okay, air conditioners. So yeah, so gas fed into the output will be heated or cooled to reach the target temperature, while the opposite will happen to the gas on the waste network. As the temperature difference between input and waste increases, the temperature differential efficiency multiplier will decrease. If input or waste temperature is extremely hot or cold, the operational temperature efficiency will decrease. If the input or waste pipe has approach low pressures, pressure's efficiency will decrease. Okay. So I can't really do too much. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out why my cooling system is lackluster. And I think it's just because I am... Yeah. Just because I am. Yep, that's a good way to put it. Crikey, crikey, crikey. I wanted to work on the ordering system, but I... Heat is a problem. Huh. Okay. 315 here. You are being heated by the air in here. Okay, well, let's see what we've got for real estate. Because I think I'm going to have to put another face. Ooh, look at that, blue. Blue, okay, so we're good. Alright. Got lots of battery. Although that does mean that this is being wasted. So, do I have any real estate to put another phase in? So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have that there. Unless I turned it, because I need 3 in between each phase. Yeah, I don't have... Unless I move this network. Unless I move this network, which is entirely possible. My, what is the temperature of my oxygen? Stop doing crazy things. Yeah, so I do need to put another... So we got 7 kilojoules, 7 kilojoules, 8 kilojoules, 8 kilojoules. Well, 8.5. 7 to 7 and 8.5. Okay, so 14, 14 and 17. So theoretically, that's 32 kilojoules of heating and cooling that's going on. But this just isn't getting low enough. This temperature. This needs to come down further. I do have another... If I move this network over. Okay, so... You're 5, you're 5, you're 5, you're so 15. Or... Yeah, the operational temperature, operational temperature, operational temperature. Is this not like the temperatures? Does it? Maybe it doesn't like what I'm using as a coolant. But I'm using nitrogen because I don't want the condensation going awry. So, okay, yeah. So I guess I need to move this over, which means I got the 3 right here. Oh, this side, yeah. And then let's see, valve. I don't have anything. Okay, so valve, pipe. Yeah, so I got to move this network over. So I need pipes. I almost want to put the digital valve on that. I might do that. then that's kind of a compromise between the
Hunger.
storm
Caution.
system, storm gas system. Yeah, okay. So maybe this is going to be a cooling episode. It might be a cooling episode. Well, let's get eat and drink. Let's get eat and drink. Yeah, it definitely is a bit toasty. Yeah, I overloaded my cooling loop, and I think I'm suffering for it. So I haven't made any water lately. I need to make another loaf of bread. Make some flour. Okay, make some bread. Burn damage. I love how it came out as toast. Okay. Yeah, let's clean up. No, that's not what I meant. You can't shower with your jumpsuit on, but you can shower with your jetpack on. Just in case anybody was unclear on that. Oh, okay. So I need pipes. I need air conditioners. It looks like I need to add 3 in there. I'll put it on the top. Yeah, one did say 9999 and one did say negative 270, so that's the upper and lower bounds. So they're trying as hard as they can to get to hell and absolute zero. And that is the intent. 26, that's not going to be enough pipe. That's not going to be enough pipe. I guess start with the atmospherics kit. I need 6 of them. I'm probably going to have to dump everything out of here. Hang on. Didn't I? There we go. Jeez. I must have pulled the wrong pipe. Iron, gold, copper. Where's the iron? Oh, I know where the iron is. It's right there. That's not going to be enough copper. Good lord. Yeah, let's... Oh, shoot. I need... The backpack would be a good idea. Yeah, because I also need you. So a thing of gold. We'll just go with 100 heavy cable, I think. So gold ore. Just go ahead and do that. And think I gotta do that in 2 splits, though. Okay, not lock helmet. Let's close up and then lock helmet. Turn on the AC. Backpack. Backpack. Pack my backpack. So, there's the gold. Cycle that. And then... Whoa! Give me my copper back! Excuse me. That was rude. I'm going to split this into 100. So 100 of it's going to go into the electronics printer, and 100 of it's going to go into the hydraulic pipe bender. Okay, we'll go ahead and cycle that back through. Cycle this through. I really should put the oxygen in the greenhouse. That would make the most sense. That should really do that. Okay, pipe bender. Get in there. Okay. Heavy cable. And we will go ahead and make 100 of those. Spit it out, George. Okay, I love how I got the heat effect going on in the here. 2 more. That'll be enough to get there. I've got the pipe here. Insulated pipe might be a different story. Do you have any steel? You got lots of silicon. Not so much on the steel front. Got lots of silver laying around from filters that I've recycled. You've got steel. Spit it out. There we go. Do that. We'll get this primed and ready to go for the insulated pipe. Now, I don't need too much of this, but I think I'll go ahead and make a little hefty supply. We're done. That was 6, which is what I needed. Alright, spit it out. Alright. If I go over here to where it is hot, and then I go over here, will it straighten out? There we go. Got rid of the heat effect. Silly thing. Silly thing. Oh. I can chuck the backpack because I don't need it. I'll set the frames for now. Steel sheets I don't need. I'm going to grab these though. Because I'm going to be ripping up pipe. I don't necessarily want to have a problem. You know what? I might actually print off more plastic sheets. I'm glad that they added the ability to finish frames without having to use walls. Just for fun, what am I using on this network? 2.1 kilowatts. Under full production. Okay, that's what I need. Do we have digital valves? We don't have any digital valves printed off, so I'm not going to worry about those right now. Technically, I could take those with me. Backpack. Backpack. So the idea I had was to have like a pipe sensor one side and the other of a valve, and have it open up the valve if the atmospheric side was cooler than what's in the pipe network. So then I don't have to worry about capturing storm gas at any given moment, but that'll give me the ability to take some of that usefulness, and then I don't want to use a tank because that's slow, but I might have just the pipe network itself be there. So this is for assembling the atmospherics kits. And then this is so I don't accidentally open up a can of worms that I don't want to deal with. Then I need some insulated pipe to make the... Oh, digital valve, digital valve. I need to make some valves. That would make sense. I need to make some valves. Since those are printing, I believe I've emptied everything but charcoal out of that one. Almost everything but charcoal out of this. Okay. Now it's official, everything but charcoal out of that. I don't think that room's getting any cooler. Furnace. Did I... somewhere I feel like I had another furnace. This is out lathe, so that's where that'll go. Digital valve. No, not well. Valve. Pipe valve. Pipe valve. That's what I want. I need 2 of those. You're good. I'm gonna throw you in there. Save you for later. I need more electronics parts. Not now. Not now. I think the actual number for the wind turbines is 7 batteries will fully capture a storm event. But maybe the 8th is just in case. Can't pass. Oh, good, you're done. So now, crank out those 2 valves that I want. And then I think I got everything ready to go. Okay. Spit out those valves. Perfect. Perfect. 3-point landing. That's almost done. That'll be good. Okay. Now we can go out and... I got the spare waste tank. That'll be fine. Spend some time outside. Do I want to go out this way? No, I should go out the other way. If I'm going to do that, I might as well. Cancel depressurize because it doesn't matter. We are going to switch this out, and you are about... you're not quite ready to burst. 316, that's quite toasty. Might as well Oh, right. Arc welder. Okay. And you, and I don't know why I've left you on, but you can be off. And if we're at it, oh, I already did switch that up. Okay, we're good. Okay, AC on. Lock the helmet. Let's go. Okay. So I'm going to start here. Now this is just so I don't accidentally rip up the floor. That's strictly all this is about. Okay, I don't think I have to do anything with this. Steel sheets are elsewhere. Okay, alright. Cool. So I guess we gotta plop these down just to make... Wait, 2 valves? Why did I say 2 valves? I need 6 valves. This isn't gonna work. Crikey. That's where and the direction, and this is where we need to go for that. Yeah, let's go ahead and start ripping up some of the pipe. Okay, that will at least let me put one of these suckers down. That is... Oh, right, yeah. Right. That is right. Okay. These don't actually need the data port. There we go. That will do the trick. We're gonna go ahead and put you on the hot side. Hot side. So it's gonna try to make Hades Inferno right there. So as it's heating, this is the input. So it's going to heat this, and then it's going to cool this. So the way that works is it's going to cool its own input while heating the output. And then the other side over here is trying to cool this gas, so it's going to heat this output. So... cooling. Oh, maybe these are off by 1. Maybe that's what my problem is. Let me think about this for a second. So, you are heating this side. You're cooling this side. So you're cooling the input. Cooling over here is the cooling stage output of the previous. Okay, so alright, so it's not back, and it's not screwed up. At least not there. Is there... Oh, wait. They changed this. Oh, look at that. Okay, so if I just change where the pipe network runs on this, we can get away with not necessarily moving these. I like that. Yeah, that'll work. 3? Okay, yeah, let's do a junction here. Need more pipe. Guess what? I got more pipe. I can lay more pipe. Eh. Okay, 3. 3. 3. Pull this in. I will have to pull more. Ah! But we're going to turn off my jetpack because I don't know why that's turned on. Alright. There we go. Yeah, wrong button. Okay. I'm being lazy and putting T's where there shouldn't be T's, but I'm going to put them there anyway. So now we are still hooked up like we were before. Okay, only now I need to do something about this side. This really should end up being insulated pipes. Need insulated pipes. Especially if I'm going to put a digital valve to separate it from the other side. Yeah, we're going to do that. Just make it look pretty. It actually doesn't look half bad. Does not look half bad at all. Okay. So now, let's drop these in. So this is going to be this side. Okay, so you're right in the way. We're going to have... Okay. All right. Okay, trying to do this with as minimal disruption as possible. Okay, pipe and a wrench. Okay, and another wrench. There's that. That goes there. This is picked up. Okay. Actually, power's on that side, so we'll do that. That. What's that? That'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one. Where's the power on these? It's this side. Right there. Okay. That. Okay, so the cabling is all set. Pipe. And these are going to be the negative side. These are the cooling side. We can go ahead and... Oh, yeah. Okay. Actually not too far off on who's let's just do this. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, so that's in pretty good shape. You can go there, you can go there. You are already there. Let's do this, and this, and this. It's not that far off. Not that far off. Yeah, I guess there might be room for a digital valve right here. Yeah. And then I can maybe put one on the other side if I really need to. Pipe sensors. Yeah, there's a room for pipe sensors too, so. Okay, that'll work. So now I've got, oh, yeah, I got some room. I can drop some air conditioners. Yeah, we can go here. No. Analog man. Yes, I am a very analog man. Okay, that's exactly where my thing needs to be. Yep, I don't mind digital when it's controlled analogically. Okay, this is the hot side. Hot side. Wish you could hit this with a label maker. Or even press and hold. Whatever, we'll get there. We'll get there. So I need another thing of insulated pipe. I need more valves. Won't let me press start. Yeah, these technically are... Oh, you don't have an output. So, yep, okay. Yeah, okay, so let's go get another 2 stacks, I believe, of insulated pipes, print off 4 more regular valves, print off
Waste tank caution.
at least a digital valve. Yeah, okay. So not entirely wasted. food and water. It's still hotter than sin in here.
Hydration critical.
Okay, valves. Pipe valves already set. 4 more of those. And then digital valve. Okay, need that, need that. Okay. Active vent, passive vent, nitrogen filter.
Hunger caution.
I'm gonna need a little bit of that, and I forget. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. So 7, that'll be enough. Got the insulated pipes. It's a thought. Digital valves, those printed out. It's the rest of the 4, right? Yep, there we go. Now digital valves needs Invar. That's Constantan. There's Invar. No, that's solder. Where's my Invar? Is that my Invar? No, that's still Constantan. Oh, Invar's right there. Okay, 2 digital valves. That'll hook the radiator. Oh, pipe sensors. Sensors. Pipe analyzers. I'm assuming that's going to come out of a... yeah. Pipe bender, yeah. Okay. I need 2 of that. Not liquid, regular. 2 of that. Green, ready to go. Electrum. Almost out of Electrum. Okay. Goodbye. 2 digital valves. I need 1 of them for sure. I need those, so we'll worry about the logic chips that we're going to need later. Let's go eat and drink. Hopefully the greenhouse is not being overloaded. Yeah, greenhouse is behaving. Throw this on the floor. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break here after I'm done stuffing my face with water and bread. And then we'll go tackle the next stage of the air conditioning system, and hopefully that will get rid of all the noises we're hearing. So let's get the wrong icon I'm looking at. There we go. Shut that off, turn that back on. So okay, so we will take a quick break. And there's an ad break in progress, so that works out perfect. So we will be right back. Okay, you'll be helping Kix unlock the Earther in here soon. Very good. I need to do that myself at some point, but anyway, be right back. Okay, I am back, and we are ready to tackle the problems at hand. Well, hopefully. So not quite 100% tackle it, but it's a good start. Okay. Somehow I managed to escape the vacuum. And this is still... The problem I have with this is, if those are blue, that means my solar's not doing anything, which tells me that I'm pulling... Oh, that's blue. Okay, so I pulled all of the charge out of here. But I would rather see those red first. So I may have to come up with something here. Alright. So let's finish getting these plugged in like they're supposed to be. One-way valve, one-way valve. That's in the way, but there'll be a one-way valve right there. And you go there, and you'll be a T. There we go. Let's do that. Get this out here. That. Get ready to go. Okay, there's that. That'll work. That'll work. Technically, I could just trade that with a 3 thingy. A length of 3, but it's fun in that. Okay. So, yeah, definitely can't add another stage unless I do something drastic here. So in this case, what we're going to do is put a digital valve right here. Okay. Alright. We're actually just going to turn that on. And pipe valve. There we go. Okay, these are ready to rock and roll. I've got that connected. This. Yeah, let's break down this system. Put in the last bit. Okay, I'm gonna go like that. Actually, it's gonna go like that. Okay, last system. Go the other way, would you? Thank you. There we go, there we go. There. That. Put the last valve in. Turn it on. Good to go. And you're cooling. Start. Well, let's turn you on. Start. Then you're heating. Start. And start. Okay. Let's take a look here. 470. It's 7 degrees higher. Oh yeah, we got some good convection going on here. Okay, so that's another link in the chain. So you're 470. This is supposed to be dropping, I'm assuming. Oh Lord. That could be a problem. There's a lot of pressure in this network. Okay, so 470. You are dropping, so 439. Okay, what we got here? 409. 373. 332. Alright. 282. See if this is dropping at all. Let's actually read it from here. 625. That's actually dropping fairly well, so that's good. For the amount of air that I've got in there. So good. Alrighty, thanks for stopping by, Triari. Good luck in Azeroth. Loktorogar. Or something like that. So, oh, good. So this is dropping. That means I'm going to get some real cooling out of this. But I shouldn't have to put this many freaking air conditioners online, because this is now pulling almost 8 kilowatts of power just for this. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So I wonder if it would be worthwhile to put a second H2O phase chain loop in, because I've got room in the band, so to speak, for it. That might actually be what I need to do. Wait a second. Wait a second. Why are... Hang on. I don't know why these are twitching. Why are these twitching? Huh. That I don't know. But we are seeing some cooling over here, so that's good. Alright, we've already dropped like 4 degrees, so that's good. That is very good. Power probably going to be wrong. Considering these are actually making 2 kilowatts, 4 kilowatts, that's not bad. I mean, obviously it's not going to keep anything up, but it's going to slow the trickle. Hey, good evening, Mumanji. I thought I was going to be working on my production system, but it turned out to be a cooling episode. I overran my cooling system, and now my base is getting hot. Luckily, the greenhouse is safe. This is still ridiculously hot, but this is actually... we got a little bit of cooling going on still. We're still 2.5 kilojoules. And you are 2.5. Okay, so we got 5 kilojoules of heat transfer going on at this end. Virtually nothing here because, well, we're so hot up here. How about you? Not very much. Not very much. Okay, you're doing okay. Alright. I'll take 10. Is there something goofy going on here? Why are you... Well, I guess the balancing probably doesn't work very well. So 10 kilojoules. Alright, I think that'll be doing better as we catch back up. 277. Yeah, this is already down like 6 degrees from when I started. There. I can stop having to run around in my base with my spacesuit on. Eventually. Eventually. Excuse me. Yeah, temperature differential's way off. Yep, ideally. Good, now I can actually start thinking about other things. This was a big sidetrack on my plans. It's by the door, it's too hot. Okay. Let's see. Unfortunately, I was a Nimrod and forgot to save my notepad, and my computer restarted, so the notes that I had for... Yeah, I'm going to put those up there. Those are partial stacks. The notes that I had for what I wanted to do with the furnace are lost, but that's okay. It gives me the opportunity to rethink it. This is pipe bender, so let's put this over here. I can put the plastic sheets over here for now. And I'm going to put that there. Okay. So over here, which isn't any cooler over here. Temperature's still crazy for degassing, but our pollutant is out of the network. Okay, so we've got a little microism of O2 over here, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. I may actually have to... Why would I have you turned off? Not that it's active, but why would I have you turned off? Okay. Alright. Okay. So. How do I want to handle this? So this one is handling the heating and cooling of the networks. And I might leave that as a distinct, that's all it does. Let's see, you're cold. I think everybody else is right about where they need to be, but this one's a little cold. Could warm it up with a little bit of fuel. The other option is to make some more steam, but that would dump more heat into my already overloaded cooling system. As you can tell, I'm just hit temperature high over there, so I don't know why you're turning off and on, or is it just because I entered the square? So what do we do? Brainstorming, right? You know what? Maybe I should go into the greenhouse. At least the temperature's okay in there. Gee whiz. I cannot believe how hot the base is getting. At least in here, we're nice. What? Oh. Okay. Hey, Breeze. How are you doing? Been a while. So I am... Done playing D&D. Awesome. I'm going to take this down to 21. It's not going to help. So I've legitimately, really, a massive cooling problem. How are we doing here? 12. You know what? If I disconnect you, that might change this a little bit. Creepy. You know what? I'm going to turn... There. I'm going to turn that off for right now. You are my O2 cooling. I'm going to turn you off for right now. I'm going to go over here and turn this AC unit off for right now. Okay, there we go. So that should stop dumping so much heat. See if the AC can kick in. This... Can I... Okay. Trying to kick this up so it's active, and then okay. At least that's blowing a little bit of CO in there. Probably still going to hate me in his emails on our Amazon account, and it's a new month with Twitch, so that means free games to claim. He's about to be flooded with emails. Yeah, you know, that also means new month. Throw your Prime out. Oh. I kid. But, Yahoo! Just got my coat stuck. Alright. So the problem, what's happening in my greenhouse here is that the temperature's to the point where I'm not sucking O2 out. So I wasn't injecting any carbon dioxide, so half of my plants are suffocating. Okay, tomatoes are dead. Tomatoes are dead. About half of my ferns have died. Looks like everything else is about okay. Oh, are you... You are recovering, so good. Alright, good. Haha. Yeah, you're welcome. Some of the guys at work that occasionally throw theirs around actually put a reminder on their calendar so they can be diligent about it. I need to be better about it myself. But I did do a little bit of an experiment, and you can actually... because my wife and I share a Prime account, so we share the sub, but she can sub to me. It's weird. So technically I can pay myself, but okay. All right, what we got? Well, I guess we're in here. Why don't we eat and drink? That would make sense. Eat and drink. This place is going to be a heck of a hot Well, I guess it's not going to be hot. Because we're only going to... I don't pull... Oh, that was the balancing act, because I'm injecting hot CO2 rather, and to prevent the greenhouse from getting too hot, I had a upper threshold on the temperature, which maybe I need to adjust that temperature just a bit for when I overrun the cooling system. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So let's pull this out, open wide. Give me your chip. And we're going to set the max temp to something a little bit warmer. There we go. Export, throw that in there. Now I can bring this back down to 85 and it'll be happy. Okay, so now we're going to be pulling out... and I really need to move this. So before the terrain update, this actually worked great. And then after the terrain update, this thing, the numbers in the pipe here jump around so much. So you can see where I get like 43% carbon dioxide, 50% oxygen. So my filter's kicking on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. So I really need to move that to a gas sensor within the greenhouse. That's less turbulent. And this would be a lot more, yeah. So you can see it's flicking active, idle, active, idle, active, idle. It's like a 50% duty cycle. And let's see, temperature's running away in here primarily because I bet this tank is hot CO2 that I brought in from the atmosphere. Pull it out of here. This will actually cool the pipe down, or cool the tank down a little bit. Temperature. 30, 78, 30, 70, well, it's still jumping around. That's fine. Okay. So I think we can go back to kicking these on. And pop that open. I'll go check the other one. But I want to see where our 146. So it's still a little warm. Ooh, 5 kilojoules of heat transfer. Good lord. Good lord. Well, okay, fine. So 10 kilojoules of heat transfer on the hot side. We're still not really... Oh, okay, all 10's right there. Okay, so we're moving 10 kilojoules of heat. Oh, you are moving... Okay. Alright. It means we should slowly catch up. You're moving a little bit. You're moving a little bit. So we're actually making some progress there. You in the back. Okay, so that's 11 or 12 kilojoules of heat being moved. Okay, there we go. Just wish that the latent actually did a little bit more. Because this is going to try to heat up this pipe, essentially, is what's going on, but this pipe's too hot. And then this is, yeah, the same as over there. Okay, so we're slowly, I think we're slowly going to recover. That's good. Need another storm. That's what we need. So kick this back on, get our cooling going. Okay, now back to the distraction at hand. Was how I wanted to store the... It's actually quite toasty in here now. It's outside everything's ideal range here, but whatever. Well, let's see. I saw a double. Are you improving or not? I feel like you're just sitting there. Okay, I think you're very slowly improving. Okay. Okay, back to this. So clear. So I'm thinking I would like to consolidate this onto a single chip, but I think I need to use these chips more like functions. They have a very specific purpose. It costs a little bit more in energy, but it simplifies somewhat the process. So I'm going to have probably a chip that's responsible for that takes orders, or places orders. That places orders. Chip that handles the orders, and possibly a chip that ships. No, I don't need a chip that ships. So with the idea, the chip that places order, iterate through silos, and determine first. Okay, so determine first if the item can be made with current resources. If so, okay, so if it is able to be made, then document the current inventory. So kind of put it on a priority list. After all iterations, find lowest inventory item, lowest stock of item, whatever. I don't even know how to phrase it properly, but finding the lowest quantity, so that'll put it at the top of the list, and then place that order by writing to a memory chip. So the information, well, actually, maybe, yeah, that might be fine. Wait for that mem chip. Wait, let's see. To request mem chip, wait for. How do I want to do this? quantity in silo of that item to change, then clear request chip. I think that makes sense. And loop back around and reiterate and do it all over again. So I think that's fairly simple with that. Of course, that being said, yeah, I guess if the item is makeable, so we're going to have, maybe I'm going to put steel at the top of the list, so that's top priority. So I guess the way that I iterate through them would kind of be the arbitrary. If I have resources that I could make everything, the order that it's in the list is going to be the priority. So that, I don't know if that'll really come into play other than initialization of the system. So that places orders for, I'm going to call it ingot orders. And then the ingot order is going to read request mem chip. If not empty, I gotta figure out. Iterate stack. Find recipe. So I'm thinking in the stack we're gonna have ingot hash, and item 1 and quantity will be hashed together, and so this will be in the stack is essentially what it is, and these are offsets. So tier 3 alloys will use 3 ingredients. I don't know if they're going to introduce potentially any, improved systems. They might do 4 or 5 ingredients. I don't know. But I think I will just leave just because it makes it a little simpler. I'm going to reserve it for item 4 plus quantity. Wow. And then over here, item 5 plus quantity. And then 6, I think, is going to be the furnace to use. And then I think pressure. Because the furnaces are supposed to maintain temperature. Yeah, so the temperature is going to be maintained by the one chip. And then the pressure to use, that's going to be applicable for specifically I don't know, let's take a look at this. Because a couple of these I'm running at a very specific pressure, so there's only one deviant, and that is electrum. Electrum can't exceed 2.4 megapascals. Everything else, the way that I'm setting up the furnaces, doesn't matter. So this particular hot furnace that's going to process the electrum is also going to be able to handle pretty much everything else, all except for 3. And I'm just going to run it at the 33, 35 megapascals you need for astroloy. And that will be that'll cover everything with the exception of electrum. Oh, I guess that's not true. Yeah, okay, so I do... Okay, there are a couple things that actually are going to have to maintain the pressure, so... Ooh, minimum, maximum set point? Maybe I'll just use a pressure set point. So this will be the pressure set point to use for that one furnace that actually is going to use it. Everything else is pretty much one pressure all the time. So yeah, so furnace to use, the pressure to use, and then yeah, I think that's really all I need. So then it's going to shut, shoot, digital valve. Call resources at this point. So shut the digital valve. Number 1 for X quantity. Then shut. Oh. Well, let's... Yeah. Until silos or ingredients are okay. So then we're going to wait till the ingredients are sent. And then the next thing, how do I want to do it? Wow, I cannot spell tonight. It's impressive. We can read... I think this will pull reagents. Or oh, actually, I could do an import count. Yeah, I think we can do an import count. And then... Because we got the green light to indicate that we'll make something. So I don't know. Okay, so anyway, wait until input count reaches sum of ingredients sent. And I'm only going to send things out in stacks of 50, essentially. That does complicate it for the alloys that use steel in the recipe. I've got to figure that one out. Because I would like for the silo to be 500 stacks, but that will be a little bit more advanced because then I have to run it through a splitter or a stacker, and then remember to somehow figure out how to send it back to the silo, the extra, or to something. I gotta really consider what I'm gonna do with the steel things. The other thing is I could make it so whatever I use, if I'm gonna make one of those things, that I make it so it uses a 500 stack of steel as an ingredient. So it'd be a whole big batch, basically. And that might just be the answer. So anyway, wait. Set pressure as needed. Temperature. Trying to think if there's a, because the furnace itself might have a problem. So maybe I need to also use the temperature to use. So make sure that we are within 25K of this or something. Let's see, what is the range here? So Hastelloy has the tightest range with 50 Kelvin as its window. So we would set that, say, to 975, which would be right in the center of the zone. So within 20 of that number, then we can make the Hastelloy. So actually, what we need to do okay, so here's what we're going to do. Call resources, get it in, wait till the input count gets in there. Then we want to circulate air if temperature out of tolerance. Then we want set pressure as needed. If pressure, now, okay, so now pressure to use, window of, what's our tightest range? We have Inconel at 500 kPa. So if we do 200 kPa, sure, within spec, activate or open. Okay, wait till ingredients, then open shoot digital valve. Right, and I think that's the way to go. Then circulate air if temperature out of tolerance. Yeah, circulate the air. So we're trying to get the temperature inside proper. And then we're going to set the pressure as needed. So, yeah. So I'm just thinking there's only 4 alloys that require a temperature range. That's solder, Invar, Waspaloy, and Hastelloy. And I believe that only one of these, yeah. So each one of those basically are going to be made in their own specific furnace. Well, that's not true. Solder and Waspaloy are being made in the same furnace. But that's going to be running at the same temperature range. It's, yeah. So that won't be a problem. Pressure's a different, no, pressure's not even a difference there. Because they're both at minimum set points. So you just run above the minimum pressure. So yeah, so each furnace needs to be able to regulate its temperature within the combustion chamber. And then set the pressure. So there we go. So yeah, then open. Then if that, let's see, if that's the case, So if it's within spec, we open furnace, write to right to sending memory chip. Then we wait until request memory chip. Hang on. Yeah, so for wait for the quantity in the silo of that item to change request, then wait X seconds. So wait some time. So in this case, we'll wait until the request memory chip clears, then clear sending memory chip. And then and return to the main. So I think that's the way to go. Got this laid out. Let's go ahead and confirm that before we forget. So that being said, we're also going to need a chip to load recipes into ingot order handler. Actually, and ingot requester. I guess maybe it just needs to. Yeah. Current inventory. Yeah, so maybe that's the way to go. And then I got the current inventory that's just... I could literally have an IC as a stack chip, but... Or... Yeah, just... I don't know. There's some complicated things going on in my brain, so maybe I don't even need to do that. Maybe I just have a chip to load recipes into its own stack. Yeah, you know what? A cookbook chip to store recipes in stack. And it'll just store it in itself. The problem with that, though, is if I got 10 lines per, we have, what am I dealing with here? We've got so that's 7, 12. That's 17 different items. 17 items. That's 170 lines, which that would fit into the stack really easy. Problem with that, I've only got 128 lines in a chip. Granted, the first 7 are literally single ingredients. So it would be the first 2 things, or the first on the list, let's put it this way, would be the hash name of the ingot, and then the item plus quantity, which I may need to potentially do some shifting on that. That could be a problem. So you can't do inline stuff. Unless I figured out how to type it in manually. I gotta figure that out. Yeah. So there might be more than one chip. First, so there will be the literal cookbook as a memory chip, but there might be multiple chips writing in.
Critical.
What? Oh, that was hydration critical. Okay. I was talking at the same time that said something, so... The temperature up here is kind of... It is a little bit on the warm side in here, but it's not too terrible. Yet. I am a little bit worried that it's... might be creeping up. Well, let's take a look. What do we got for... Okay. The oxygen is going down, so it is getting sucked out. So that does mean that it is cooling enough to actually trigger that. So that, I'm not going to complain about that. I ran out of power. That's what's going on there. I think. Why is my... No? What is going on? Why are you... My occupancy sensor... Is it... It's... Wait, why is it losing track of me over here? I'm in the same room. Am I not? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. I'm losing... What the heck? Wait, I'm losing my mind, right? Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, I am losing my mind. That's my portable light turning on and off. So. Dummy. Yep. I am losing my mind. And, ooh. I seem to be clipping on my microphone. That's odd. Whatever. Let's take a look. Here we are. 274. So this is... It came down 12 degrees. That's not much. This is down a little bit. Slowly making a little leeway here. This is... Oh, no, that's doing better. Okay. We are catching up then. Yeah, this down a significant amount. It's almost to the point where I can be without the suit. You're still warm. You'll actually cool down to eventually, right? 303, that's 30 degrees. Yeah, well, you're still warming up. You're on. This room's struggling. 49. It's hot in here. Hot in here, and I haven't even tried hooking this up. Yeah. What a deal. What a deal. Feel like weird stuff's happening. Okay. So we at least have an idea on what the ordering system is actually going to look like when I finally get to it and stop running around chasing things. Power might be a problem. Let's, before I sign off, so you are... Okay. That's not bad. It's about half of the power that I've had from the last storm. I probably should actually track that number. Then I'd know when I'm going to run out of power. And, well, surprisingly, the power requirement hasn't changed all that much. So, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, I think that's a good place to call it. Did not get anywhere near where I wanted to be, but just that's what happens. Stationeers. Stationeers at its finest. Now, can I? Null reference exception. That's always fun. Why is that up there? Now, I don't know. I want you to be... no. I want you under... whatever. Maybe it'll be fixed when I next log in. But yeah, so I think I'll replant some of these plants. Oh, well, maybe I'll wait for the for our cooling system. Oh, jeez. The 44 makes me a little nervous. Is that really where I wanted it to be? What is this? 310. It feels a little high. But CO2 is coming back up, and it's getting injected at quite a high temperature, so that would explain why the temp. Yeah, okay, temperature's going down. So, okay, I can deal with that. I might bump that number down a little bit though, because 43 is a little hot. I might take it -5. You know what? Let's do that. Let's write that note, and we'll do that next time. So, -5 on greenhouse AC. So, anyway, that'll do it for the night. So, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.